Gana, angkatlah, angkat tuh angkat.
Yeah, this is the Sister Mortgage Women's Regional Championships that's going on over here at the beautiful Moosa Stadium, and East versus Central. That's the game that's ongoing. The East team, they won the toss and they've elected to bowl over here as we're seeing what's happening over here. East, I beg your pardon, Central are 57 for 2 after 10.2 overs. And they've lost a couple of wickets. That's Shibani Bhaskar, who's gone for 1, and Mitali Patwardhan, she's gone for 4. The two batters who are there now, it's Ritu Singh and Afia Khazi, as the bowler is getting ready to bowl this one. This is beautifully flighted by Sainavi. She's into his first over here. It's 59 for 2 after 10.4 now. In fact, 60 for 2. There is good support in the crowd for this game, and it's good to see USA Cricket the way they are promoting women's cricket with this regional tournament that's organized here. As we see the next ball coming up, this one is nicely flighted. It's played off the back foot on the offside, and a quick single there. Good running between both the batters. Ritu Singh is going nicely. She's batting on 31 of 34 balls with 5 boundaries, and Afia Kazi, she's on 10 of 22. It's been a good partnership. Central were 10 for 2, and now these two have put together 52 runs for the third wicket so far, as Sainavi is into her first over. This is the final ball of the 11th over coming up. This one is flighted. It was down the leg side, and the batter tried to pull the ball. It's played on the leg side, so it's a dot ball to finish the over. That's the end of the 11th. After 11, Central are 62 for 2, and we will be back in a few seconds. As we are talking, there is good support in the dugout for both the teams, and after 11.1 overs, 62 for 2 Central. Ritu Singh, she's going nicely. She's batting on 31, and this time that's beautifully bowled over here by Melanie Henry. She's into her second over, and she's given away 5 runs so far. And it's a good start in this over by Melanie. This time again, beautifully bowled. Appeal for caught behind, and that's a wicket over here. In fact, not well. It was a close call. There's the replay. That was beautifully bowled. In fact, it was beaten outside the off stump. Melanie bowled it brilliantly. It was slower through the air, and beating the bat of Afia Kazi. In fact, she's the one who's on strike. Afia is batting on 11 of 26. Melanie is into her second over here. Again, this is flighted, beautifully bowled. This was the quicker one, and again, it's a dot ball. So this has been a good over so far from Melanie. 4 dot balls in this one, as Afia Kazi, she is She's batting on 11 of 27. It's a 20-over game, so there are 8 more overs after this as Melanie comes in. That's beautifully bowled again. That was a tad quicker, and this time this can be a run out. Well, it's a run out. Yes. Oh, yes, that's out. I'm sure that's out. That is, it was hit by Afia, and she called for the quick single. Uh, but I don't think there was a run on over there because Ritu Singh was looking at the ball. We look at the replay over here. Ritu is not even looking at Afia, and then she responds to the call, but there was never a run over there. And a good throw straight to the keeper by the fielder, and good collection by the wicket keeper. And as you see in the replay, Ritu tried to dive, but she was outside the crease. So that's the third wicket down over here for Central, and it is 62 for 3 now as Ritu departs for a well-made 31. Against the run of play, she is run out here, and smartly done by the fielding team. And that's the pressure that was generated by Melanie because she bowled 4 dot balls in this over, which meant something had to give. And that's exactly what happened over here, as it's an important wicket because Ritu was batting well, but she's gone now. It's 62 for 3, and we'll be back in a few seconds. Right then, it's 62 for 3. Central have lost their third wicket. A very good partnership for the third wicket between Ritu and Afia, and Ritu is run out on 31. The new batter walking in is Jessica at number 5 for Central. She is a left-handed batter. So Melanie to continue. Final ball of the 12th over coming up. 5 dot balls in this over by Melanie. And that's well bowled. That's the quicker one. It's played on the leg side, defended towards mid wicket. That's a wicket maiden, albeit it's a run out, but it's a wicket nevertheless in this over. So after 12, Central 62 for 3. We'll be back in a few seconds. All right, so the first ball of the 13th coming up. It's beautifully bowled, slower through the air by Sainavi. She's into her second over. She's given away 6 runs in this one in her first over, and it is Afia Kazi who's batting on 11. She's going at a strike rate of less than 40. 8 more overs, in fact 7.5 overs to go in this inning. Afia on strike, Sainavi bowling to her. This is beautifully flighted, and well, almost a wicket. That was a leading edge on the offside. Again, this can be a run out. Oh well, that could have been out, a direct hit, and that would have been curtains for Afia over there. Uh, this is brilliant bowling by Sainavi. She is not giving any pace, and she's flighting the ball beautifully and making it difficult for the batters to get underneath the ball. This is top class from Sainavi, and so far it's been good from East. They won the toss. They've elected to bowl, and they have kept Central to 63 for 3, and the current run rate is 5.1. Sainavi now to the left-handed Jessica. This one again beautifully flighted. Jessica plays it on the leg side. She's flicked it away, cross-batted, and it's a single. So Jessica is off the mark over here. She's coming at number 5 here for Central, 64 for 3. Sainavi coming in now. It is Afia on strike. This one is down the leg side. Nicely played by Afia. She has swept it off the back foot, and it's a single towards square leg for Afia. So this has been a good over so far for Central. They've got 2 runs so far in this over. In fact, 3 runs off 4 balls. So they are getting those singles. It's a left-hand, right-hand combination, so that's always helpful. Um, the fielders have to move around with rotation of strike between a left-right combination. Sainavi coming right arm over to Jessica. This is beautifully flighted. What a ball that one by Sainavi. Almost a wicket there. Well, well, well. This is top class stuff by the right arm leg spinner. She is flighting the ball beautifully, getting the ball to come into the left-handed batter and not making it easy at all for them. This is brilliant bowling by Sainavi. Final ball of this over coming up. Again, this is flighted. This time it's taken on the full by Jessica. She's played it towards deep mid wicket, and it's just a single. So Sainavi bowling to her field, and that should be the end of the 13th. After 13, Central are 66 for 3. We'll be back in a few seconds. All right, then Melanie bowled beautifully. She's bowled 2 overs, given away just 5 runs, and we have a change in bowling now. It's going to be Jessica on strike. She's batting on 2 of 4 balls. The first ball of the 14th over coming up over here. Central 66 for 3. The bowler coming right arm around. This is down the leg side and a wide signal by the umpire. Good wicket keeping over there by the keeper. That was very nicely done by the wicket keeper behind the stumps. It was down the leg side. The keeper dived and stopped the ball, preventing the byes over there. This time it's well bowled by the bowler. Jessica tried to play it on the leg side, missed the ball. It hit her pads, but it was down the leg side, so no harm done. As it's Aditiba Chudasana who's into the attack here. This is down the leg side again, so it should be a wide. Aditiba is into her first over. She's bowling right arm around. She's trying to bowl the ball into the pads for the left-handed Jessica. In comes Aditiba to Jessica. This is outside the off stump. This will be a wide as well. It was outside the wide line. So not quite a good start so far for Aditiba. She's given away 3 wides. And we'll see what happens from here on as Aditiba is coming right arm around. It's Jessica on strike. This is short down the leg side. So another wide. So this is the 4th wide. These are handy runs here for Central. They would not mind these extras. Those are extra runs, extra balls. And that's definitely adding to the score for Central. In comes Aditiba to Jessica. This is well bowled. This is flighted and it was on the stumps. Jessica using her feet and she's played it towards mid-off for a single. So it would be Afia who will be back on strike. Afia is batting on 13 of 31 balls. It is 70 for 3 now, 71 for 3 in fact, Central. And Aditiba, she's given away 5 runs off the first 2 balls. That includes 4 wides. She's bowling to the right-handed Afia, well bowled. That's beautifully bowled by Aditiba. That was the faster one, and it went away from the right-handed batter. Afia tried to cut it, missed it. It's a dot ball. In comes the bowler, right arm over. Afia on strike. This is again beautifully bowled. It's on the pads and flicked away by Afia, but it's straight to the fielder on the leg side, so it's a dot ball. So this has been a good comeback by Aditiba after the 4 wides. Now she's bowled 2 dot balls to the right-handed Afia. Aditiba coming right arm over. It's Afia on strike. This one again beautifully bowled. That was flighted outside the off stump. So 3 dot balls, and final ball of the 14th coming up. Central 71 for 3. It is Afia on strike. In comes Aditiba. This one again well flighted. This time it's nicely played towards. It's nicely played on the leg side by Afia, and it's a couple of runs. Good running by both the batters. So that's the end of the 14th. Central are 73 for 3. We'll be back in a few seconds. All right, then 73 for 3 after 14. It is Sainavi to continue. She's bowling right arm over to Jessica. Jessica steps down and she's played it beautifully towards deep mid wicket. And this time it's gone a couple of bounces into the fence. This is a beautiful shot by Jessica. She used her feet and she picked her spot over the head of the fielder at deep mid wicket, and that's nicely done by Jessica. This is good batting from Jessica. Not afraid to use her feet, and we'll see how Sainavi comes back now. She is bowling beautifully. She's not got the reward so far, but she's flighting the ball very nicely. In comes Sainavi. This time again, it's flighted again. Jessica uses her feet. This time it's gone towards long on for just a single. But good to see Sainavi still not afraid to flight the ball despite the boundary. Exactly what you would want from your wrist spinner. 5 runs of the first 2 balls here, as Jessica has moved on to 8 of 8 balls with that boundary. It's going to be Afia on strike. In comes Sainavi. This is again beautifully bowled. This is defended off the back foot. It's gone towards short third. That's nicely done by Sainavi. And we'll see what happens from here on. Sainavi is bowling to Afia. This time again flighted and beautifully bowled. Oh, that could have been a catch towards the covers fielder. A good effort there by the fielder at covers. Could not quite hold on to the catch, but beautifully bowled by Sainavi. She's bowling it slower through the air, and this one was outside the off stump. It was well flighted. The umpire just asking the batter to carry on as they are behind the schedule with the over rate. This time again, beautifully bowled by Sainavi. What a ball that one. This is top class stuff from Sainavi. She's bowling brilliant leg spin. It's good to see this. And well, Afia, she has to get it going now. She's batting on 15 of 38 balls. Final ball of this over coming up. Flighted Afia, and well, this could have been an easy stumping. A missed chance there by the wicketkeeper, and unlucky this for Sainavi. She's bowled brilliantly. That's the end of the 15th. It's 78 for 3. We'll be back in a few seconds. Right then, the first ball of the 16th coming up over here. This time it's nicely played by Jessica for just a single on the offside. And it is 79 for 3 now. We are in the 16th over. Jessica is batting on 9 of 9 balls, and it is it's Brooke Shears who's into the attack here. Brooke Shears into the attack. Brooke Shears is bowling to Afia. This is well bowled. It's played on the leg side. It's a single. Good running by both the batters. It is 80 for 3. We are in the 16th over here. Afia Kazi, she's batting on 15 of 39 uh, as it's Jessica on strike. This time it's taken on the full by Jessica. She's played it towards long off for a single. The previous ball, I believe it was a leg by signal by the umpire. So Afia, no, I beg your pardon. It was a single off the bat from Afia. So she's now moved on to 16 of 40 balls. She's going at a strike rate of 40. Afia on strike. This time it's flighted outside the off stump, played off the back foot by Afia, but it's a dot ball. We are in the 16th over now, and it's 81 for 3. This is a good start over here by Brooke Shears. She's into her first over, and so far she's given away 3 runs of the first 4 balls. 4 overs to go after this one. Brooke Shears coming in. This time it's down the leg side. It'll be a wide signal by the umpire, rightly so. Good wicket keeping over there by the keeper, collecting the ball down the leg side. Brooke Shears to Afia. This time it's well bowled. That ball was nicely flighted, and Afia tried to play the big shot, could not connect it. It's a dot ball. Final ball of the 16th coming up. It's 82 for 3 Central. Brooke Shears bowling right arm over to Afia. This time it's beautifully bowled. It was the quicker one, the top spinner, played off the back foot by Afia. That's the end of the 16th. It's 82 for 3, and we'll be back in a few seconds. Alright then, it is 94 for 4 Central. We are in the 19th over now. And Disha Dhingra is into the attack, and she's into her second over in fact, and she's already picked up a wicket. So it is Jessica batting on 10, and Gitika Kodali, the captain, she is in at number 6, and she has now moved on to 6 of 11 balls. It's 96 for 4. There are 9 more balls to go in this inning as Disha comes right arm around. This is well bowled by Disha, and it's defended back to the bowler by Gitika. In fact, it's going to be a single towards long on. So 97 runs on the board, 8 balls to go. Anything over 100 is a very good total here for Central, as Jessica is getting ready to face the next ball. Disha is coming right arm around. Disha has picked up a wicket, and she got the wicket of Afia, who scored 16 of 45 balls. In comes Disha to Jessica, right arm around. This is nicely pulled by Jessica. It's gone towards deep mid wicket. It's going to be just a single. Final ball of the 19th coming up here. It's 98 for 4. And it's going to be Gitika on strike. .98 for 4. Disha to Gitika. This is well bowled, but brilliantly played by Gitika. It's a glorious square drive of the front foot. It's gone towards sweeper cover for a single. So that's the end of the 19th. It's 99 for 4. We'll be back in a few seconds. So 99 for 4 after 19 Central. This is the final over coming up over here. And it's going to be the captain Gitika on strike. She's batting on 8 of 13. At the other end, Jessica batting on 11 of 13 with a boundary. We have the final over coming up, and we'll see how this goes. It will be bowled by the spinner. First ball of the final over coming up here. This is well bowled. It's flicked away towards mid-wicket. This could have been a run out. Jessica was getting back, and the ball ricocheted off her. So no harm done. That was unintentional. This final over is being bowled by Melanie. She's into her 4th over, and she's coming right arm over to Gitika. This time Gitika has picked it up beautifully, and it's gone towards deep mid-wicket for a single. So that's the 100 up for Central, and the dugout cheering the team over here. It's a good score, like I mentioned. Anything over 100 is a very good total for Central. East won the toss, and they elected to bowl, as Melanie's coming right arm over. Melanie's bowled a brilliant spell so far. She's given away only 9 runs. She's into her 4th over. Not picked up a wicket yet. She comes right arm over to Jessica. This is well bowled by Melanie. This was the quicker one, and played back to the bowler. Good stop, that one by Melanie. So 3 balls to go, 100 on the board. Jessica batting on 11. It is Melanie coming right arm over. This time again well bowled by Melanie. It's played towards long off by Jessica, and it's going to be just a single. Nicely done by the fielder in the deep. A good throw back to the bowler. Good collection by Melanie. It's 101 for 4. Final 2 balls of this inning coming up. Melanie 3.4 overs, none for 10. As it's going to be Gitika who is facing Melanie here. This is flighted outside the off stump. Picked up nicely by Gitika towards long on. It's going to be just a single. Again, brilliant fielding over there by the fielder at long on, and throwing it back to Melanie. Final ball of this inning coming up. It's 102 for 4. And it's Jessica on strike, who's batting on 12. Melanie to Jessica. This time Jessica again plays it towards long off. It's the final ball. Let's see if they try to go for the second. Not quite. This is good fielding by the fielder again at long off. And that's the end of this inning from Central. After 20 overs, Central finish at 103 for 4. Ritu Singh batted brilliantly. She scored 31 of 35. Unfortunately, she was run out. And cameos from Afia, Jessica, and Gitika. Afia scoring 16, Jessica 13, not out. The captain Gitika in the end 10 not out. And from the bowling perspective for East, Holly Charles was the pick of the bowlers. 2 overs, 2 for 8. A good spell by Melanie Henry, 4 overs, none for 12. And a wicket for Disha Dhingra, 2 overs, 1 for 10. So that's all we have from here in the first session. Central finish at 103 for 4 in their allotted 20 overs. And we will be back in a few minutes with the run chase for East. Thank you.
designated yourself as the official keeper for those who want to be spot bowling.
That's such an honor.
All right, then we have the second session which has started over here. East, they are 4 for no loss, and the target is 104 for East. The two openers, Tarannum Chopra and Disha Dhingra. And for Central, it's Jessica who's opening the bowling. She is bowling. She's a left-handed bowler, and she is now going to bowl to Disha, who is getting ready to face. In fact, to Tarannum, she's continuing to bowl to Tarannum here, and it's well bowled. It's played on the offside of the front foot, so that's one run there. Good running by both the batters, and it is it's 5 for no loss after the first 3 balls of the first over, and it's going to be Disha on strike now. She's getting ready to face her first ball. It's Jessica bowling left arm around to Disha. The target is 104, required run rate of 5.08 from here on, as Jessica comes in to bowl to Disha. This time it's beautifully bowled by Jessica. This one going away from the right-handed batter. Jessica angling the ball away from Disha, and she's bowling left arm around. So it's not the natural left arm angle, which is the left arm over across the right-handed batter, but this is good stuff from Jessica. Jessica to Disha, again beautifully bowled. This one as well, it's pitched on off stump and moving away from the right-handed batter, and good leaves these two by Disha. She's not fishing outside the off stump, letting these balls go, and good bowling this by Jessica. So good cricket overall, and good to see USA Cricket promoting this women's cricket game and conducting this regional tournament, as Jessica comes in again, beautifully bowled outside the off stump. A good finish to the first over. East a 5 for no loss. We'll be back in a few seconds. This is the Sister Mortgage Women's Regional Championship, and there are 4 teams participating in this: Central, East, Southwest, and West. These are the 4 zonal teams who are playing for the title. This is the first game taking place here at the beautiful Moosa Stadium between Central and East, and the target for East is 104. And now we'll be having a second over of this inning. It's going to be bowled by a spinner, and it's going to be Tarannum on strike, who's batting on 5 of 3 balls with a boundary. First ball of the second over coming up here. This time it's well bowled, and it was beautifully flighted. It's a good start in this second over for Central. 5 runs of the first one, and it's Sangeeta Singh. Sangeeta Singh is opening the bowling for Central along with Jessica. Sangeeta is in her first over here. She starts with a good dot ball as Tarannum is getting ready to face the next ball from Sangeeta. This time it's beautifully played by Tarannum. She waited for the ball and rocked on the back foot and pulled it away towards square leg. And in the end, it's a single. This could have been close because Tarannum went for the single, then she stopped, but luckily no harm done. So which means it's going to be Disha on strike now, and East are 6 for no loss. Sangeeta to Disha. Sangeeta coming right arm over. It's Disha facing Sangeeta. This time it's outside the off stump, beautifully bowled, but it was a tad outside the wide line, so a wide signal by the umpire. That was a close call. Nevertheless, an extra run here for the batting team. Sangeeta to Disha. This time again, well bowled, flighted. It's played off the back foot by Disha towards covers. Disha is still to get off the mark here. It is 6-7 for no loss. East. We are in the second over and they're chasing 104. This time Sangeeta again beautifully bowled, flicked away by Disha. She's going for the quick single and Disha is off the mark with that single on the leg side. So it's Tarannum back on strike now. 8 for no loss. Final ball of the second over coming up here. Sangeeta to Tarannum. This time it's slower through the air. It's cut away of the back foot towards point. It's a dot ball to finish the second after 2. East are 8 for no loss. We'll be back in a few seconds. In fact, it looks like there is one more ball, so apologies for that. Final ball of the second over coming up now. It is 8 for no loss. Sangeeta to Tarannum, beautifully bowled. That was flighted outside the off stump. Again, played off the back foot on the offside. So it's a dot ball to finish the second. 8 for no loss after 2. East. We'll be back in a few seconds. All right, then it's going to be Jessica to continue here for Central. And she's bowling to Disha. She's coming left arm around. This time it's down the leg side and it's going to be a wide signal by the umpire. It's going to be a couple more runs. So in fact, it's going to be 3 wides and good wicket keeping over there by the wicket keeper. She dived to her left and got a hand to the ball, prevented the ball from going to the fine leg boundary and saved a couple of runs for her team over there, the wicket keeper. So Jessica could not quite getting the line right on this ball, the first ball of the third over, and it's 3 wides, which means now East are 11 for no loss. We are into the third over. Jessica coming in to bowl to Disha. Beautifully bowled, appeal for leg before. Not out, says the umpire. Well, that was a very good ball by Jessica. A good comeback after the wide and wrapped on the pads. Lucky for Disha. That was a tad higher, probably going down with the angle. Good call by the umpire. So second ball of this over coming up, it's Jessica to Disha, who's batting on 1. This time again well bowled. This time nicely played by Disha, coming in line of the ball and defending it towards mid-on. So Disha taking her time over here, but it's important from East zone's perspective that they keep wickets in hand. Required run rate of 5.26 from here on as Jessica comes left arm around. Disha on strike. Beautifully bowled this time. Nicely played. A good shot towards covers, but good stop in the cover region by the fielder. So 3 dot balls here from Jessica after 3 wides of the first ball. Good comeback here by Jessica. She's bowling to Disha. This time again beautifully bowled. This was on the stumps, going a tad away outside the off stump, but it was a tad full. So nicely played by Disha, coming in line of the ball, playing it towards mid-on. 4 balls up, 11 for no loss East. Jessica coming left arm around. Disha on strike. This time again very well bowled by Jessica. Disha tried to play the punch of the back foot on the offside, got an inside edge. Lucky for Disha that did not go onto the stumps. It's gone towards a short fine for a single. So it's going to be Tarannum back on strike. 12 for no loss. Final ball of the third over coming up. Tarannum just taking a look at the field here. In comes Jessica to Tarannum. This time well bowled. It's taken on the full by Taranum and it's nicely played. It's gone away from the fielder at mid-off. It's gone towards the long off boundary. That's a very well played off drive by Taranum. This is very good batting from her. A 4 to finish the third over after 3. East are 16 for no loss. If you look at the replay over there, it was beautifully timed by Taranum and she's picked up the gap. She played it away from the fielder at mid-off who tried to dive and stop the ball. 16 for no loss after 3. We'll be back in a few seconds. Sangeeta to continue over here. She's going to bowl to Disha. First ball of the fourth over coming up. Sangeeta coming right arm over. This time it's flighted and nicely played by Disha towards mid-on. She's calling Taranum for the quick single. And in the end, no harm done. It's a single. This could have been close because Taranum was looking at the ball when she should have been looking at her partner and not ball watching. But in the end, no harm done. Good call that by Disha. The moment she hit the ball, she knew there was a single on and called her partner for that quick single. It's Tarannum on strike facing Sangeeta. This is well bowled by Sangeeta. That was flighted on the stumps, played off the back foot by Tarannum. A dot ball over there. So good stuff this by Sangeeta. 3.2 overs, 17 for no loss. Sangeeta is in her second over. She's so far given away 4 runs. This time shot outside the off stump and rocked on the back foot Tarannum and she's cut it away beautifully. And this might go to the sweeper cover boundary, but not quite. A couple of runs, good fielding by the fielder over there, and this is good batting by Tarannum. She's showing good intent. She's going for her shots. If the ball is there in her zone, she's not afraid to play the shot. She's raced on to 12 of 10 balls with a couple of boundaries. Sangeeta to Tarannum now. This time lighted and Tarannum using her feet, getting to the pitch of the ball, playing it towards mid wicket. It's a dot ball. Sangeeta to Tarannum. This time it's flight. This time Tarannum has taken it on the full and she's played it on the leg side. It's going to be just a single. She tried to play the big shot, could not quite time it, but in the end, it's a single in the deep on the leg side. So Disha is back on strike now. It's 20 for no loss. Final ball of the fourth over coming up. This time it's played off the back foot by Disha on the offside. Dot ball to finish the fourth. After 4, East are 20 for no loss. We'll be back in a few seconds. All right, so 4 overs, 20 for no loss here. It's a change in bowling. This time it's a full toss. It's beautifully picked up on the leg side and it's pulled away. It is going towards the deep mid wicket boundary. That's a glorious shot over here by Taranum. And it's a couple of runs. This is good batting over here by Taranum. She's moved on to 15 of 13 now. The captain Gitika is into the attack. She is bowling her first over. This time it's nicely played by Taranum. She's played it off the back foot, steered away towards third man, and she's got a single over there. So good batting over here by Taranum. She moves on to 16 of 14 balls, and Disha at the other end is batting on 3. 23 for no loss East after 4.2 overs. The captain Gitika coming in. She's bowling to Disha. This is beautifully bowled well. This could have been a catch, a missed opportunity. It was a tough one for the keeper, but Gitika getting the outside edge. Disha tried to go for the shot on the offside, and a good effort there by the wicket keeper. And it's gone for 4 towards third man. But it was a missed chance, but not quite a regulation one. In fact, it was a good effort by the wicket keeper, which sort of made it into an opportunity. But good bowling this by Gitika, a tad unfortunate, but 4 runs nevertheless for East. Disha gets her first boundary. This is again well bowled by Gitika. This time it was back off length outside the off stump. Disha tried to play the back foot square cut, missed the ball, and lucky for Disha, she did not get an inside edge over there. 27 for no loss, fifth ball of the fifth over coming up. This time again beautifully bowled by Gitika. It was on the stumps and good defense that by Disha. Coming in line of the ball, playing it straight. We see her shadow practicing that after the ball. Final ball of the fifth over coming up. East are 27 for no loss. This time again beautifully bowled. It was the fuller length and played on the offside nicely by Disha. That's the end of the fifth. After 5, East are 27 for no loss. We'll be back in a few seconds. All right, so the first ball. Taranum danced down the track, tried to go for the big shot on the leg side, could not quite connect it. So it's a dot ball to start over here for Sangeeta, as Sangeeta is into her third over. She's given away only 7 runs so far. So it's been a good spell so far from Sangeeta. This time it's down the leg side and rocked onto to the back foot Taranum, and she tried to pull the ball towards fine leg, could not quite connect it, but it's a wide down the leg side. So a wide and a single. So a couple of runs over there for East. 29 for no loss. It's a good start over here by East. They won the toss, elected to bowl, and restricted Central to 103. And now, so far, they've started brilliantly for their team, both the openers. Disha on 7, she's facing Sangeeta. This time it's again beautifully bowled by Sangeeta. It's slower through the air, flighting the ball, And outside the off stump, Disha tried to play it off the back foot towards covers. Missed it. It's a dot ball. Good wicket keeping over there by the keeper. Sangeeta coming right arm over. It's Disha on strike. Again, that's very well bowled by Sangeeta. She is not giving any pace to work with for the batter. And good defense that by Disha. She came in line of the ball, played it off the back foot back to the bowler. In comes Sangeeta. This time it's flighted outside the off stump, and Disha has played it on the offside. It's a good shot by Disha. She's picked up the gap towards sweeper cover for a couple of runs. So this is good batting by Disha. She is not taking any risk, and she's picking the gaps nicely here. Disha has moved on to 9 now of 19 balls with 1-4. Fifth ball of the sixth over coming up. It is 31 for no loss. Sangeeta to Disha. This time it's flighted, and Disha has played it nicely towards mid-on. It's a dot ball. Good call by Disha, sending Tarannum back over there. 31 for no loss. Sangeeta to Disha. Final ball of the sixth over coming up. This time it's taken on the full by Disha. It's a brilliant cover drive. It's gone away from the fielder at covers, and it's gone for 4. What a shot that one by Disha. She used her feet, got to the pitch of the ball, and played it away from the fielder at covers. That's a glorious cover drive. Disha gets 4 runs. That's the end of the sixth over. East zone 35 for no loss. We'll be back in a few seconds. All right, so your first ball of the seventh, the captain Gitika. It's a good ball to start this over outside the off stump. Tarannum tried to cut the ball, beaten over there, and it's a dot ball to start the seventh over here for Gitika. And from Central's perspective, they need a wicket over here because East Zone have started brilliantly. 35 for no loss after 6.1. This time again outside the off stump. This is played off the back foot, brilliantly played by Tarannum, and it's steered away towards the backward point region for a couple of runs. This is good batting over here by both the openers, and both of them now. Tarannum moving on to 18 of 17 balls. At the other end, Disha is batting on 13 of 21 with a couple of boundaries. 2 boundaries each for both the openers, and Gitika is in her second over. She has given away 9 runs so far as the third ball of the seventh over coming up. This time it's full and well bowled by Gitika. Tarannum has played it towards covers, and it's going to be a single over there. In fact, well, it's gone all the way for 4. What a shot this one by Tarannum. It's gone for a 4 towards covers. A good shot by Tarannum. And well, this is really good batting by both the openers now. Tarannum gets her third boundary. She's moved on to 22 of 18. She's going at a strike rate of 122. And it's now going to be Disha. I beg your pardon, it's going to be Gitika who's bowling to Tarannum. This time again beautifully played by Tarannum off the back foot. She steered it away towards the sweeper cover region, and it's gone for a couple of runs. This is brilliant batting, very smartly done by Tarannum in this over. She's already got 8 runs in this over so far with a boundary, and she's moved on to 24 now of 19. In comes Gitika to Tarannum. This is taken on the full. It'll be a no ball. Tarannum tried to play the big shot on the leg side. It's going towards fine leg. It's going to be a single. Well, it's a no ball and it's going to be a free hit for sure. Look at the replay over here. Gitika, it's a beamer, unintentional obviously. And Tarannum tried to make use of that full toss and tried to go for the big shot. In the end, gets one run off that ball. So it's a free hit and it's Disha on strike on the free hit now. 45 for no loss. We are in the 7th over. Gitika to Disha. This time Disha tried to play the big shot of the free hit, but a good ball that one by Gitika. It was back of length and outside the off stump. So a dot ball, well bowled this by Gitika. And we'll see what happens over here. Final ball of the 7th over coming up. It's 45 for no loss. A very good start here by East Zone. In comes Gitika. This time it's back off length and Disha has played it nicely on the offside. It's going to be a couple of runs again towards sweeper cover. So a good over here for East Zone. They get 12 of this over. After 7, East Zone are 47 for no loss. We'll be back in a few seconds. Alright, so 7 overs, 47 for no loss. Tarannum batting on 25, Disha on 15. First ball of the 8th over coming up here. This is short and this time the batter tried to pull the ball. It's played towards mid-wicket. It's a dot ball. So Bhumika Bhadri Raju, she is into the attack over here for Central. Bhumika coming right arm over. This is outside the off stump. It's played off the back foot by the batter. So 2 dot balls to start in this over against Tarannum from Bhumika. 47 for no loss. Third ball of the over coming up. This time it's played off the back foot back to the bowler. It's gone towards mid-off for a single. So it's a good start over here from Bhumika. 3 dot balls to start her spell. But East, they are going very well. They are going nicely at a run rate of more than 6 per over. They have not lost a wicket. Required run rate from here on is just 4.5. Bhumika coming right arm over. This time it's well bowled. This ball spun in to the right-handed batter. It's played on the offside by Tarannum. 4 dot balls over here. 47 for no loss. Tarannum batting on 25 of 24 balls and looking very good over here. Bhumika to Tarannum. This time Taranum goes on the back foot and she's pulled it away towards deep square leg. That's a very well played shot by Taranum. And it's gone towards the deep square leg boundary for 4 runs. That's beautifully done by Taranum. It's almost like a premeditated shot where she knew what she wanted to do. She rocked onto the back foot and played the pull shot beautifully towards deep square leg. Yet another boundary for Taranum. She gets her fourth boundary. She moves on to 29 now of just 25 balls. Final ball of the eighth over coming up. Bhumika to Taranum. This time outside the off stump, Taranum plays it off the back foot. It's played on the offside towards covers. That's the end of the eighth over. After 8, East Zone are 51 for no loss. And we'll be back in a few seconds. All right, so we have the first ball of the ninth over coming up now. First ball of the ninth over, 51 for no loss. East. This time it probably hit the pads, so it's a dot ball. It was down the leg side. This is Janani Sutan who's into the attack now for Central. This is her first over. It's a good start, a very good start here by Central. Taranum batting on 29, Disha on 15. Disha on strike. She's facing Janani. This was played off the back foot by Disha on the offside. It's a dot ball. All right, then a required run rate of 4.48 from here on. So this should be relatively easy. In fact, 4.54 from here on. They need 53 runs in 70 balls, 10 wickets remaining. So this is looking good for East from here. This is well bowled by Janani. That was a good ball, back of length and beaten outside the off stump Disha. That ball shaped away from the right-handed batter. It's a good start over here by Janani. She is into her first over and 3 dot balls to start. Janani to Disha. This time it's played off the back foot nicely by Disha towards deep backward point for a couple of runs. This is good batting by Disha. She's waiting for the ball to come to her and then playing it late off the back foot in the gaps on the offside. Disha now moves on to 17 of 27 balls. 53 for no loss. East zone. Fifth ball of the ninth over coming up. This time appeal for leg before. Disha tried to flick the ball on the leg side, missed it, and the ball hit her pads. Probably it was down the leg side, so a good call that one by the umpire. Final ball of the ninth over coming up. It's 53 for no loss. Janani to Disha. This time outside the off stump, played off the back foot by Disha again on the offside. And couple of runs again. This is good running by both the batters. I mean, they are showing brilliant fitness levels and picking the gaps beautifully, rotating the strike. After 9 overs, it's 55 for no loss, East zone. We'll be back in a few seconds. This time, the first ball of the 10th, it's played off the back foot. It's a dot ball to start. Second ball of the over. This is well flighted. It's defended by Tarannum. Two dot balls to start this over for Bhumika. She's given away 4 runs in her first over, and it's a good start in her second over here. Tarannum batting beautifully on 29. He's zone 55 for no loss. Third ball of the 10th over coming up here. Outside the off stump. This time Tarannum has played it off the back foot. Got a leading edge, but lucky for Tarannum, she did not play the ball with hard hands. So it just popped up, but it was safe for her. So 3 dot balls. Good bowling this by Bhumika. She's not giving anything loose here to Tarannum. Fourth ball of the 10th over coming up, 55 on the board. This time again, it's shot outside the off stump. Tarannum plays it off the back foot towards the fielder on the offside. So 4 dot balls. It's been a good over here from Bhumika so far. Bhumika to Tarannum. This time Tarannum dances down the track, tried to play the big shot. Well, this can be a run out. Oh well, lucky for Disha. She survives this one. She was almost at the striker's end and came back. So, well. Lucky for Disha, a lucky escape over there. Final ball of the 10th over coming up. It's been a very good over here from Bhumika. This time Tarannum steps down. She's played the big shot towards extra cover. It's just a single. This is a very good over here from Bhumika. Just one of it after 10 overs. He's zone 56 for no loss. We will be back in a few seconds as we are seeing drinks coming on the field. So we'll be back in a few minutes. All right, then East Zone 56 for no loss after 10.4. Janani is into her second over and she's bowling well over here. This time it's taken on the full by Tarannum. She used her feet and she's played it towards deep mid wicket for a single. So Tarannum now moves on to 31 of 37 balls with 4 boundaries. Disha batting on 19 of 29. Final ball of the 11th over coming up. It's been a good over here from Janani. A couple of good overs back to back for Central. This time it's well bowled, defended back to the bowler. So that's the end of the 11th East Zone 57 for no loss. We'll be back in a few seconds. All right, so we have the first ball of the 12th over coming up over here. This is Bhumika here, and Tarannum steps down the track, and this time it's a catch to the fielder on the leg side. It's a good catch, that one by the fielder. So Tarannum has to depart over here for a well-made 31, and it's the pressure that was generated in the last 2 overs, which meant something had to give, and that has resulted in the first wicket over here for Central. East Zone, they lose their first wicket. They're 57 for 1. It has been a good opening partnership. Jessica taking a very good catch there on the leg side. You see Taranum using her feet. She tried to clear mid-on, and in the end, a good catch there by Jessica. So that's the first wicket down for East Zone. They're 57 for 1. And from here on, we have a game that is looking like it's going to go down to the wire. We'll be back in a few seconds. All right, so it's Bhumika now who's bowling to the new batter. That's beautifully bowled, and a good leave over there by Lisa Ramjeet, the captain, who's walked in at number 3 here for East Zone. It's a very good game going on over here. The required run rate of 5.31 at this stage. 9 wickets in hand, so wickets is not an issue here for Central Zone. I beg your pardon, for East Zone. As Bhumika continues, she's bowling to Lisa. That's outside the off stump, played off the back foot towards point by Lisa. So Lisa is still to get off the mark, and Bhumika is bowling beautifully. She's in her third over, given away only 6 runs and picked up the wicket of Tarannum. Bhumika to Lisa. This time Lisa takes it on the full. She has pulled it towards deep mid wicket, and it's gone for 4. That's a very good shot by Lisa. Lisa, what a way to get off the mark. This was a full toss, and Lisa cashed in on it, and nicely done that. So that's 4 runs. So that certainly releases the pressure that was generating right here after the wicket of Tarannum. Fifth ball of Bhumika's third over coming up. Lisa on strike. This time outside the off stump, and Lisa has played it nicely towards the point region. It's a dot ball. Final ball of the 12th over coming up. 62 for 1 East zone. All right, this is beautifully bowled, played off the back foot on the offside. So a dot ball to finish the 12th. After 12, East zone are 62 for 1. We'll be back in a few seconds. All right, so we have the next over coming up, over number 13, and it's the first ball, a full toss down the leg side, missed opportunity by Disha. Had she got some bat onto it, that could have been a boundary towards fine leg. But it's a change in bowling over here for Central Zone. Disha is batting on 19 of 30 balls. This time it's down the leg side again, and this time it's a wide signal by the umpire. Good wicket keeping again by the wicket keeper. She's been really good here for Central. So the bowler not quite getting her line right so far. Couple of wides. This time again down the leg side. Again, very good wicket keeping by the wicket keeper, diving to her left and preventing those byes. So this is good stuff by the wicket keeper, not quite by the bowler so far. So we'll have to see what happens from here on. All right, so the bowler coming right arm over. This time it's well bowled, taken on the full by Disha. She's played a brilliant cover drive, and this is going towards the extra cover boundary. That's a glorious shot by Disha, and it's 4 runs. This is very nicely done by Disha. She's looking really good, playing risk-free cricket. As we look at the replay, she took it on the full, and she played it beautifully towards extra covers, away from the fielder at covers. So this has been a very good over here for East Zone. It's Ankita who is into the attack, and so far she's given away 7 runs of 1 ball, and that includes a few extras as well. Ankita would like to make amends and come back strong. We'll see what happens from here on. It's Ankita Ajit who is into the attack. She's bowling the 13th over, second ball coming up, Disha on strike. This time it's down the leg side again, and white signal by the umpire. So Ankita not quite getting her line right so far, but we'll have to see what happens from here on. So Ankita is going to change the angle. She's going to come right arm around now. That's interesting. So we'll have to see what happens from here on. All right, again a wide signal by the umpire, so this is not quite going to plan, and a couple of runs as well. So it's going to be 3 wides, in fact. Well, well, well. This has been a very good over here for East, and the required run rate has certainly come down. Now we'll have to see what happens. All right, so Ankita coming again, right arm around. This time it's down the leg side, another wide. Well, well, well. This is not quite going to plan for Ankita. Not sure coming right arm around is a good strategy over here, because with that angle, it's all down the leg side so far. 11 runs of 1 ball in this over. It's 74 for 1 now. The required run rate of less than 4 now for East Zone from here on. This time Ankita, this is well bowled. This is nicely done by Ankita. It's a good comeback. It was full outside the off stump, but very well played that by Disha. Disha is batting beautifully. She's moved on to 24 now with 3 boundaries, and she's played the perfect role for her team, and she would want to stay not out and finish this game for her team. We'll see what happens. The captain Lisa Ramjeet taking strike for the first time against Ankita. Ankita continuing right arm around. This is very well bowled by Ankita. That's beautifully done. It's a good comeback by Ankita after the first few balls. She's now settled into a good rhythm. She's keeping the ball outside the off stump and bowling a very good length. So the right arm round angle working for Ankita after the first few balls. Ankita to Lisa. This time it's again a full toss, but it's played towards covers. So 2 dot balls back to back by Ankita. That's good to see. Showing good temperament and the ability to come back under pressure. Very nicely done by Ankita over here. Ankita to Lisa. Again, this is on the leg stump, flicked away by Lisa for a single. So we have the final ball of the 13th over coming up, 76 for 1. After giving away 11 runs off the first ball, including a few extras, this has been a very good comeback by Ankita uh, in the next few balls, as she's given away only 3 runs. Final ball of this over coming up. This time it's a full toss outside the off stump, picked up by Disha. She's played it towards extra cover, and she is getting a, in fact, she has got a couple of runs over there. So that's the end of the 13th. East Zone 78 for 1. We'll be back in a few seconds.
Go, Central, come on!
First ball of the 14th coming up. This is flighted outside the off stump, and this is looking pretty easy from here on for East Zone. Just 26 more to win now. It's the captain Lisa on strike, and it's Bhumika who's into her final over now. This is beautifully bowled by Bhumika, flighting the ball, and nicely played by Lisa on the offside towards mid-off. She gets a single over there. So good rotation of strike by the captain. And now it's Disha back on strike, who's batting on 26. All right, so Disha going nicely, 26 of 34 balls with 3 boundaries. So dot ball over there from Bhumika. It's been a very good spell by Bhumika so far. This time again, very well bowled by Bhumika, beating Disha outside the off stump. That ball came in, and Bhumika has given away only 11 runs in her 3.4 overs, and she's picked up a wicket as well. This is top class stuff from Bhumika so far. Final 2 balls of Bhumika's spell. 25 to win from here in 38 balls, required run rate of just less than 4 per over. Disha on strike, she's batting on 26. This time it's taken on the full by Disha. It's a brilliant shot, and it is very well played by Disha. It's gone towards the long on boundary. A glorious shot, taking it on the full, not afraid to use her feet, and Disha gets her 4th boundary. She moves on to 30 now. It's been a brilliant knock from Disha, and the final ball of the 14th over coming up. East Zone are 83 for 1, just 21 more required to win. Bhumika has bowled well, that one outside the off stump. That's the end of Bhumika's spell. A very good spell after 4 overs. She's picked up a wicket and given away only 15 runs. That's been top stuff from Bhumika. But East Zone are going nicely. They are 83 for 1 after 14. They just need 21 in the next 6 overs, and we'll be back soon. All right then, well, this is going nicely for East Zone. They are 89 for 1, and just 15 more to win now. In fact, 90 for 1, and just 14 more needed. Lisa, the captain, batting on 11. Disha on 30, and it's Durga Datla, who is into the attack here. She is in her first over. It's a fifth ball of this over. It's played off the back foot very well by the captain Lisa. So Lisa now moves on to 12 of 14 balls with a couple of boundaries. Disha batting beautifully on 30. Final ball of Durga's first over coming up. This is well bowled by Durga. It was full, beautifully played by Disha for a single on the offside. So that's the end of the 15th, and it's 92 for 1. It's been a very good run chase so far from East Zone. They've made it look easy, and now it looks like it's just a matter of time. Just 12 runs needed in 5 overs. Both the openers have been brilliant. Tarannum 31 of 38 balls with 4 boundaries. Disha 30-40. She's not out still, and she would want to stay there till the end. The captain Lisa Ramjeet walking in at number 3, and she's batted well. She's batting on 12 of 14. And the opening partnership set the tone for East Zone. Both the openers put together 57 runs, so it's been top stuff from East Zone. They won the toss, they elected to bowl, so they had a game plan in mind, and I'm sure the captain Lisa is happy with the way things have gone today. This time outside the off stump, it'll be a wide signal by the umpire. So not quite the way we would have expected here. The start. In this over for Central, it's 93 for 1. This time it's played off the back foot by Disha. 11 to win now. And it's Ritu Singh who's come into the attack. Ritu batted very well for her team, and now she's bowling here right arm over. This time it's well bowled. This ball dipped a bit. Nicely played by Disha, coming in line, not doing anything extravagant. So this is good batting by Disha. So we'll have to see what happens over here now. Ritu to Disha. That's outside the off stump. Beautifully bowled. That ball came in after pitching, beating Disha outside the off stump. This is good bowling by Ritu. Again, that's very well bowled by Ritu outside the off stump. A good leave over there by Disha. This time again beautifully bowled by Ritu. It's been a very good over so far. Good to see this. This time again Ritu beautifully bowled. A very good length, and this is top stuff from Ritu. A fantastic over by Ritu. Just one of it after 16. It's 93 for 1. 11 needed in 4 overs now for East Zone. We'll be back in a few seconds. All right, then now it's 95 for 1, 9 to win in 20 balls. And Janani is into her third over. She's come back for her second spell, given away only 7 runs. She's bowled beautifully. Janani coming in. That is again well bowled, played off the back foot by Lisa. Lisa is batting on 13.
Pressure, Central. Keep the pressure on.
Well, final ball of the 17th coming up. Just 9 more needed, 9 wickets in hand. Should be straightforward from here on for East Zone. This is a full toss. It's played by Lisa on the offside towards covers for a single. That's the end of the 17th East Zone. 96 for 1. Now just 8 to win, and we'll be back. All right, then just 4 more to win now for East Zone. It's 100 for 2, and Disha has gone for a well-made 32. A good wicket over here for Ritu Singh. She's bowled brilliantly. She bowled a very good first over, and now she's in her second over, given away only 5 runs and picked up the wicket of Disha. Disha would have wanted to stay not out and finish the game, but she has gone. So both the openers are in the dugout, and Again, beautifully bowled by Ritu. She's getting the ball to come into the right-handed batters. Aditiba has walked in at number 4 for East Zone, and she's faced one ball so far. This is good bowling by Ritu. 4 to win, and fifth ball of the 18th coming up. It's been a good game so far. Both the teams have played very well. This is taken on the full by Aditiba. She's played it towards mid-on. It's a dot ball. Well, this is very good bowling by Ritu. Final ball of her second over coming up. So good to see this East Zone 100 for 2 and final ball of the 18th coming up. This one again beautifully bowled by Ritu. It came into the right-handed batter. What an over this has been from Ritu. After 18, East Zone 100 for 2, and which means now it's 4 needed, and it's going to be the captain Lisa on strike for the next over. And kudos to USA Cricket for organizing this Sister Mortgage Women's Regional Championship tournament. 4 teams from different zones playing this one, and it's good to see the sort of interest that's generated in girls cricket, women's cricket overall. And USA Cricket is doing very well promoting this and giving all the platforms and the opportunities to these girls and women who are playing the tournaments. So overall, it's good progress on all levels for women's cricket. As 4 runs needed now for East Zone to win this one. 2 overs left. It's the captain Lisa on strike. She's batting on 14 of 21 balls. First ball of the 19th coming up. This time, Lisa, she plays it off the back foot, so it's a dot ball, and it's good bowling this by the bowler, not giving anything loose. It's Janani who is bowling a brilliant spell. She's into her final over here. This is wide outside the off stump, not what she would have wanted at this stage. Just 3 more runs to win. Janani's bowled beautifully. She's bowled 3.1 overs and she's given away only 9 runs in those 3.1. This is her final over and just 3 runs to win now for East Zone. This time, this is played off the back foot by Lisa, but a very good stop there by the fielder in the cover region. So it's getting a little bit close now. 3 to win of 10 balls. It's just a matter of one good shot, but the bowlers are not giving anything loose. This time Lisa steps down, uses her feet, but good fielding again by the fielder in the cover region. So 2 dot balls, 3 to win in 9 balls. The openers batted beautifully. They laid the platform for this run chase, and now the captain would want to finish this one for her team. This time Janani Lisa steps down and she's played it beautifully, and a very good stop by the fielder over there at long off, and it's just a single. Well, this is very well done. Saved a certain boundary, and now just 2 to win of 8 balls. It's the new batter Aditiba on strike. Aditiba is getting ready to face her first ball against Janani Sutan. The captain Lisa walking towards Aditiba, just instructing her a few things, but Adituba is getting ready to face her first ball here against Janani. This time again, this is beautifully picked up by Adituba. It's going towards long on, and they get the couple of runs that they need for victory, and this should be it. That's the end of the game. East Zone have won this game by 8 wickets, and well, the umpire is just confirming, and yes, that's it. So it's a victory for East Zone by 8 wickets. They won the toss, elected to bowl, and they needed 104 to win, and they've got there in 18.5 overs. Tarannum Chopra 31 of 38 balls, Disha Dhingra 32 of 48 balls. Both the openers batted beautifully. The captain Lisa Ramjeet staying there till the end, ensuring there were no hiccups, and she stays not out on 15, and Aditiba playing the shot which got the team to the winning run. So Aditiba stays not out on 2 of 4 balls. And from the bowling perspective, Bhumika bowled brilliantly, 4 overs, 1 for 15. Ritu Singh in the end, 2 overs, 1 for 5. and Janani was good as well. She bowled 3.5, none for 12. It's been a good game over here, and East Zone gets to the victory margin. It's East Zone gets the win that they wanted, and they get points on the board in this uh, women's regional championship. So that's the end of the match, and that's it from here. And we'll see you soon. Thank you.